Today, we're zeroing in on something that can really level up your English questions.
Yeah, moving away from sounding like, you just memorized a phrase book.
Exactly. How to sound more natural, more like everyday conversation. We've looked at some material on this.
Right. And the goal is to get some really practical ways to ask questions more comfortably.
Confidently, too. Like a native speaker might, without feeling all robotic.
Yeah, it's about getting that feeling, that kind of aha moment when the communication just clicks.
Yes, it's not just getting your point across, it's like building that connection.
Making it smoother.
Yeah.
So we want to help you find more of those moments.
Yeah. Okay, so let's dive in.
First up, something you hear constantly in American English, at least. Wanna.
Yeah. The contraction of want to.
Exactly. It's not just shorter, though. There's a reason it often feels, well, more natural.
Okay, so like if you want to ask someone about coffee, you can say, do you want to grab coffee? Perfectly fine English.
Totally correct. But, like the sources we looked at point out, what you'll actually hear much more often is,
Do you want to grab coffee?
do you want to grab coffee? Yeah. The meaning's the same. Do you desire coffee? Basically, but phonologically.
It just flows better.
It flows better. Easier to say in casual speech. Think about gonna for going to, too.
Right. Similar thing.
These aren't just, like, lazy habits. It's how spoken language kind of smooths itself out. And it signals something, too.
Signals. Like what? Informality.
Informality, yeah. Comfort. There's another example. Do you want to go to the park? Versus...
Do you want to go to the park?
Right. The second one sounds breezier, more relaxed. It's a tiny sound change, but it shifts the tone.
So it implies a certain relationship or context.
Definitely. Like, you probably wouldn't use wanna asking your potential boss in an interview, do you want to see my resume?
No, probably not. You'd stick with, do you want to?
Exactly. But with friends, or even just casual acquaintances, wanna is usually the way to go. It makes you think about, how do you decide? What cues tell you wanna is okay here?
Interesting point. Okay, let's shift gears. What about, can I ask you something?
Yeah. This one's super useful. It's all about being considerate, softening the approach.
Softening. How so?
Well, you're kind of asking for permission before you ask the real question, especially if it might be a little personal or maybe interrupt things.
Okay. So it gives the other person a heads up.
Exactly. It signals, hey, question coming, and it just feels more respectful than just launching right in.
Like the example, can I ask you something? Why did you move here?
Right. Compare that to just blurting out, why did you move here? See the difference?
Yeah, definitely. The first way feels gentler, less abrupt.
It's about the pragmatics, right? How we use language socially. It's like a little pre-question buffer.
Smooths the interaction. Have you noticed that yourself? Using it changes how people react.
I think so, yeah. It shows you're being mindful. Okay, what's next?
Next up. What do you mean? Absolutely essential. You hear this all the time.
Oh, yeah. Total cornerstone of clarification. Basically, it's the standard way to say, hang on, I didn't get that. Explain again.
And it's not like embarrassing to say it, right? It's normal.
Completely normal. Totally accepted. It shows you're trying to understand.
And it's so flexible. Like the example, if someone uses a word you don't know, what do you mean by crash?
Perfect. Straightforward request for definition.
Or it could be about a situation, not just a word.
Right. Like the other one, what do you mean it's canceled?
Yeah, that's expressing surprise, confusion, asking for more info.
Tell me more, basically. It's really a tool for active listening.
Active listening, I like that. It signals, I'm here, I'm trying to follow, help me out, not just,
Exactly. It keeps the conversation moving forward together.
Okay, so let's try, putting them together, see how they might flow.
Yeah, this is where you hear the naturalness emerge.
Okay, so imagine you're making plans. You could start with, hey, you want to hang out later?
Casual plan making.
And then maybe they said something earlier that confused you. So you could add, can I ask you something?
Sets up the next question.
What do you mean by that comment you made about the project? Or whatever it was.
See, they string together quite naturally.
And the source is really stressed practicing these out loud. It feels weird at first, maybe.
Oh, definitely. Saying new phrases always feels a bit clunky initially.
But getting your mouth used to the sounds, the rhythm, it's important.
Totally. And then the next step is actually trying them in a real conversation.
Yeah. Consciously decide, okay, next time I need clarification, I'm going to use, what do you mean?
Pay attention to how others use them too. You'll start noticing them everywhere.
Okay, so quick recap. We hit 3 main things today.
Yeah. First, do you wanna? Instead of always do you want to, for that natural, casual sound.
Right. Second, can I ask you something as that a light little opener for questions?
Makes things smoother, more considerate.
And third, the essential what do you mean for making sure you understand, keeping things clear.
Key tool for staying engaged.
And it's these little things, isn't it? These seemingly small shifts that really add up.
Absolutely. That's often the difference between just speaking English and sounding comfortable, sounding fluent in it. It's the flow, the social cues.
Exactly. Okay, so here's a final thought for you, something to chew on.
Right.
How might consciously using just these few phrases, these little tweaks in how you ask questions, actually change how people perceive you?
Good question.
How might it affect the connections you build? Moving beyond just being understood to being, well, more comfortably connected.
Something to think about. It's not just grammar, it's relationship building too, in a way.
Definitely something to consider.